Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to Today in Bitcoin. Today is June the 19th, 2017. This is home of long-term cryptocurrency thinking, golden hold, strong hand, how to not be impulsive, no Bitcoin purity test here. Hey, thanks for the reoccurring Bitcoin. Thanks for the Litecoin. And thank you for the person who signed up for Coinbase with my referral link below. You can check out all my links below. You can get a Trezor. You can get your cryptohwwallet.com stuff, all your storage devices. And soon we're going to be talking about, well, that's for tomorrow. I'll give a sneak peek of that soon. Hope you like the t-shirt. All right, Adam Meister, international Bitcoin consultant. I think that's me. I travel around the world helping individuals and companies with their cryptocurrency investment. Email me at adam@trezorhelp.com to schedule your cryptocurrency consultation or Trezor setup today. Okay, I'm behind, everyone. I'm still behind. I'm catching up with Baltimore and personal life and everything. But follow me at TechBalt on Twitter if you just want that type of information. But I'm going to email everyone back. All right. The other day, I think it was Saturday, I was talking about not falling into the negativity trap of people out there, the fudsters, and I was talking about the great John Light. But I mentioned Tonebase and Jimmy Song, who are just great dudes. And I wanted to kind of elaborate on something I said. Sometimes their tone is kind of it's down, and people would say, well, they're realists here. We have to talk about every aspect of what's going on. And okay, that's cool. But you have to think, like, at what point am I doing the dirty work of the other side? At what point am I spreading free FUD for the other guys, the guys who are just troublemakers, the China coin people, the anti-SegWit crowd? At what point am I helping them out and giving them free publicity? So I just ask everyone out there to, take a step back and, think about what they're saying out there in the public realm and say, you know what? If the China coin people want to, argue their case, let them waste their time on that and let them waste their money on that. I'm not going to help them at all. And I'm not going to play into their hands, because I think a lot of what they have relied on is people panicking and playing into their hands. So let's not play into their game, and let's not worry about them. Let's go the John Light route. I linked to that Saturday video of mine below. I linked to all my videos below, recent ones, This Week at Bitcoin, et cetera, et cetera. So pound that like button, people. Pound that like button. All right, tomorrow we're going to have a show at 9 p.m. And yeah, we're going to talk about t-shirts like this. People might notice that this is my second different t-shirt I've been wearing lately that has to deal with Bitcoin, and tomorrow's show is going to be different. We're going to talk about some entrepreneurial things that deal with the cryptocurrency space, but don't deal specifically with specifics of cryptocurrency. You'll see. It's something I've talked about. I've talked about in the past how there's a lot of business opportunities in the cryptocurrency space. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Hopefully 9 p.m. Eastern time. It could change. We're going to have a special guest. All right. I was interviewed by Future Money Trends today, and that interview went really well. I linked to the Future Money Trends site below. It's not live yet, but it could be live soon. It's going to be a short little interview. I really love doing these interviews on other channels, just helping spread the word about Bitcoin to the world. It's awesome. It's a great honor to be considered to be a guest on these shows. Thank you very much. And thank you for all the support on this channel to get me to the level where people want to interview me and stuff. It's totally awesome. Totally awesome. Thank you very much. So Ethereum Classic, here's a tweet that went out. ICO for Corion token on Ethereum Classic starts today. That was Sunday. All right. Corion is a stable coin which follows ER223. Okay, I don't care what Corion is, okay? I don't care about ICOs. But in this sense, Ethereum Classic went up some after this tweet. And again, if they start building these ICOs on Ethereum Classic, it's going to pump up Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic is still not back to 10% of the volume of Ethereum. of the value of Ethereum. I think I said that. And so there's room to grow. So I just say that out there for people who like when I talk about Ethereum Classic. Again, on this channel, I only encourage people to buy and hold Bitcoin because most people are dirt broke and they shouldn't be speculating with altcoins. But if you aren't broke, if you have money that you can totally lose, of the top tier altcoins, Ethereum Classic is the best speculation in my belief. And if you know what a speculation is. So anyway, here's another tweet that's very interesting about Bitcoin. No more than 52 million entities truly hold Bitcoins, private keys that unlock value at this time. In reality, probably less than 5 million entities do. So you're elite if you're holding a Bitcoin. I linked to that tweet. It shows a graph. It explains more. And that, again, only 5 million entities actually own a little bit of a Bitcoin even. So just imagine if you own 16 Bitcoin. I mean, you're 1 in a million, much less than 1 in a million. Anyway, get rich slowly, get poor quickly. So Decred surged lately. Why did Decred surge? Is the governance flavor of the month just happening? Did they have a big vote over there? I didn't have time to research it. Sorry, people. I will get back to that. But remember what I've been saying. Governance is going to be the flavor of the month soon enough, and everyone will pile into Decred and make it surge into the top 10 probably. And it actually is like, it's not an ICO. It's not some pre-mined. It's not some BS. It's actually, it probably deserves to be in the top tier altcoins. All right. This Week in Bitcoin is linked to below. It was really cool This Week in Bitcoin. International flavor. We bring you the international flavor here on This Week in Bitcoin. I'm really proud of that. Pound that like button, people. Pound that like button if you'd like that international flavor. There's 104 of you online right now watching this at 11:30 at night on the East Coast of the United States of America. I'm in Baltimore. So I linked to below. Oh, first of all, there is a story going around. It's on CoinDesk now. Forfeit Bitcoin congressional bill draws fire at border check. All right. So there's rumors that there's not rumors, but the Congress wants to make some border check where they confiscate your Bitcoin or ask you about your Bitcoin, which is funny because when I was at the border the other day, TSA asked me about my Bitcoin. We won't get into that story tonight though. But so again, if this is true, if they really proceed with this, and I haven't even read the article about asking, I will be a big talker against such a bill where it's like asking you, and I read this in the comments section of the article. I did read the comment section. Imagine you have a checkbook with you when you land at the airport, and then they say you have to empty your bank account because you have over $10,000 in your bank account. I mean, it makes no sense. They don't even understand what the heck they're talking about. I mean, you don't. Anyway, again, they don't understand the technology yet. And they never will, the Congress people or whatever. But I think a lot of people don't understand this technology. And not everyone is freaking a money launderer just because you own Bitcoin. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, I will fight that like a rabid dog if this actually goes a little bit further. So pound that like button if you want to see Adam Meister act like a rabid dog and like start eating stuff here. All right. There's also a link to yesterday's video, which you can tell I recorded a little while ago, and check that out. All right, so yeah, I also link to coinmarketcap.com. You can see every cryptocurrency there, but you really need to filter some things. So I link to where I filter out the non-mineable and pre-mined coins, okay? And then you get a top 6 list of like the legitimate altcoins. I mean, not even the top 10 is that there's some like weak ones in that, but the top 6, starting with Monero, those are the legitimate ones, okay? Like, use the filter at least to get rid of some of this nonsense. It doesn't get rid of all of the nonsense, but I linked that link below. So if you just can click on it and you'll sort of understand what I'm talking about, what's nonsense and what's not nonsense, in my humble opinion. You can disagree with me and you're going to start screaming. I know some people are going to be like, well, how about Nem and Ripple? No, I don't like them. All right? Pre-mined. This is ridiculous. Centralized Ripple. I mean, why would anyone in cryptocurrency even want to be in that? Anyway, that's my opinion. Shout out, whatever. All right. And speaking about altcoins and craziness and FUD, again, you got to realize some of the Bitcoin FUD that's out there now, obviously, it is being spread with people with ulterior motives who aren't long-term thinkers. Again, if you think you're going to help your altcoin by spreading Bitcoin FUD, I mean, it might be a temporary solution, possibly if you have a big-time altcoin. I mean, again, this isn't a team sport, but you're going to hurt the space. You're going to hurt the cryptocurrency space. And it's just, I wonder how much of this FUD is being spread by people who are just doing it because they think they're winning a baseball game, and they're not really thinking long-term what it's going to do to the entire space. So be careful what you read out there, and try to see where everyone's coming from, why they're doing it, if they're like some big owner of a third-rate altcoin. But see, again, like I'm sure right now in the chat, and I cannot read the chat, people, by the way, there's always people, they think if they mention their altcoin, it's going to help their altcoin. And you see it in comment sections on articles. And I've mentioned this before, but it's worth mentioning again. Like, no, that type of guerrilla marketing, I guess, is going to get some young dudes to maybe buy your thing on Poloniex. But in the long run, you got to have something legitimate if you think it's going to overtake Bitcoin or overtake the top 5 or whatever. All right, so go tortoise go. Again, you got to be like the tortoise and the hare, people, in this. And that leads me into one of the stories that's mentioned in the title of this video. Pound that like button, people. That Bitcoin holders can learn a lot from Litecoin's return to $50. So Litecoin hit $50 today again. And I'm sure a lot of you don't remember back in 2013 when Litecoin was at $50 before, which is amazing. Now, when it was at $50 before, it was it was 5% of Bitcoin's value. One Litecoin was worth 5% of one Bitcoin. And that is not the case. So you lost money in Bitcoin if you've been holding since then. But if you were patient, if you happened to buy it when it was $50, you're not a bag holder in terms of dollars anymore, at least. All right. So that is a true sign of a true sign of patience and silver and hold, I guess, instead of gold and hold. I mean, 3 years in this space, and you're not impulsive, dude. If you held the Litecoin since it was $50 the first time, to $50 this second time, I mean, I give you all the credit in the world. So Bitcoin holders, learn from those people, all right? They held on to Litecoin, which looked really bad at times, which is not Bitcoin, which is not the world reserve currency of cryptocurrency. They never gave up on it. I mean, I don't know, who are these people? Maybe none of them really exist, but I'm sure some do. I'm sure a few do. I mean, I know a lot of people who bought for 50. I read about people who bought for 50 who were just like, oh, I can't take it. I sold. They admitted their losses. But had they held on, they would get at least their dollar value back, not their Bitcoin value back, though. Again, another reason why Bitcoin is in the long run. But anyway, Bitcoin holders, you should learn from that. You should think 2020. Those people, again, it was the end of 2013. So, I mean, they almost held on for 4 years. So it's not hard for Bitcoin holders to think about the next Bitcoin halving and just be like, yeah, I'm holding on till then. If the Litecoin people could do it through all that horrible turbulence, horrible drops in price, then surely I can hold on to Bitcoin and see what this thing is going to do in the long run. So there's a lesson. And also, shout out to Tone Vays, who on his technical analysis of Litecoin basically predicted this was going to happen. So dude is the best technical analyzer out there. So Dash hit $200 today also. So I know there's Dash fans on here. Congrats to Dash. Yeah, dude, I own like a little over 2 Dash. Wow. All right. Again, I'm going to be in Baltimore until the 30th of this month. I'll be in Hong Kong from July 2nd to the 9th. I'll be meeting at least one person there. I hope to go to the Hong Kong meetup. I got to look back into that. I'll be in downtown Perth from July 10th to 17th. Someone I have to get back to is organizing something there. And Brisbane, Australia. That's Perth, Australia. Brisbane, Australia. I'll be there from July 17th to 31st. and we're trying to set up something big there. So many people interested. It's now it isn't that organized. Again, people, if you want to contact me, email me at adam@tresorhelp.com or email my intern. People are listed below. Email them. There's email addresses listed below in the notes section. You can email them. It will get back to me. Please do not contact me through YouTube messages because sometimes they don't get to me. Sometimes when I reply, you don't get them. It's really inefficient. There's a guy from Fairbanks, Alaska, who's tried to contact me. There's some other people who've tried to contact me. I've tried to email you back, people. So I'm not ignoring you, but you got to do it through email. You can't do it through the YouTube messages. So thank you much. So some funny stuff that's been going on. You can turn this off now. I think we're done talking about Bitcoin. But first of all, the song Jungle Boogie, I was watching Pulp Fiction on the airplane the other day, and I linked to the Jungle Boogie song. It's a good song. I always like that song. But so yes, on Saturday night, I said to everyone, I'm going out to the Crown. I'm going to party with DJ Landis, Expandis in downtown Baltimore. And then I realized something. I was like, what is this weekend? There's something going on this weekend in Baltimore, and it's going to affect where I am at tonight. And then I realized what was going on this weekend. Oh my God. Oh my God, what was going on this weekend? The gay pride was out and in effect here. Look, gay pride in this thick thing they were giving out there. That's PayPal with an advertisement in the gay pride handout. So yeah, I get to the Crown in Baltimore. It's the end of gay pride night. I mean, the streets are a mess. And, I know people think that I'm not gay. Most people know that. Some people think I am, but so I'm no offense, but I mean, it isn't what you think it is when you're walking around there. You see, Baltimore's a pretty trashy place, and I've been around this event before. Sometimes you see like black lesbian women fighting each other and stuff. And no offense to black lesbian women, but I mean, you don't expect it. So I mean, there's some grody dudes out there, man. There are a lot of black lesbian women out there. No offense to black lesbian women, again, but it's something a lot of people will be surprised to see. Out there, and it's just sweaty and kind of gross. And then the club I was at was, I mean, to each his own. So, and the parking was bad, but nobody was fighting, at least this time. In Baltimore, a lot of people get in fights. So shout outs to people not fighting. But I thought it was absolutely hilarious. And some of the people who are just haters on this channel, I'm giving you a lot of ammo to like make fun of Baltimore, make fun of me or whatever, but whatever, this is real life. I'm just telling you about something funny that happened the other night. So pound that like button if you like crazy stories like that, and have a strong hand. Everybody, there's 150 live viewers right now. I will just join you guys in chat right now. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Threat Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Check out the notes section below. Always check out those links, get your Trezor. And I post a new video here every day. We got an awesome one coming up at 9 p.m. tomorrow. Bye-bye.